If you guys have any suggestions for buying a nice singlet that is cost effective but doesn't make me look like a like Borat. What's up guys, Al here from AM Training. So it has been a wonderful past 3-4 days worth of training because I had to squat, bench, and squat, and all of these were all PRs. So when I went ahead and went to Grace's gym, California Elite Training Center, that is an awesome gym. If you haven't seen my video before where I met Dan Green, I kind of give a kind of tour, but basically I did 435 for 3 reps, and then I hit a nice PR of 450 for two reps. And of course, in my mind, it actually felt, when I was doing the 450 squat, it felt really slow, and I felt like I was doing it like it was grinding like forever. But when I look in the video, it was really fast. So it was actually faster than I thought. And that's kind of all things in life, if you know what I mean. Faster than I thought. Anyways, so 450 squat in the monolift, that was pretty cool. I went ahead and did some reverse hypers just for funsies because that was my first time ever doing it, at least with a legitimate reverse hyper. I do like ghetto ones at home. When I had my garage gym, I would kind of hang off of a table and then do the reverse hyper motion from there. But it was pretty cool. I think might include those a little bit more often. We'll see how it goes if I do train in that gym more often. Again, I did some glute ham raises just for funsies. That's a really hard motion to do. I'm pretty tired. As you can see, I've been failing. My form is really off in that glute ham raise. I was really trying to just use my hamstrings toward the end. And then, so bench press. Let's talk about my bench press. My bench press has been pretty darn good. So basically in Candido's program, it ramps up to 295. I had to do that for 2 reps or so. I felt pretty good. Again, my butt looks like it's lifting off, but I really feel contact on my butt cheeks. Yeah, I said that. There's really a lot of contact I felt. But I mean, I did drive up my hips, but my butt was still touching. I mean, that's the benefit of having a bigger badunkadunk. But I was kind of noticed that there is a little space there, so I don't want to get marked down for that. I definitely don't want to get marked down for that because I entered and registered for my competition. So I am actually going to compete in El Cajon powerlifting competition in December 5th. So I actually have about 8 more weeks until my competition. I went ahead and paid registration fees. I now have to buy a freaking singlet. This is getting a little on the expensive side just because I am a poor broke ass college student. And so I went ahead and paid that. If you guys have any suggestions for buying a nice singlet that is cost effective but doesn't make me look like a like Borat, then I appreciate that. Put that down in the comments below. I've been kind of searching through. With that being said, my squat, I went ahead and did my squat. This squat was amazing to me because I went ahead and hit 465 for 4 reps, and that was pretty much gives me a perceived max of 509 if you want to go ahead and use Candido's little calculator. He basically says get your reps, get your weight there and you times it by 1.09, which ends up to be about 509. If you use the regular one that uses the 0.033 times how many reps you did plus how much weight you did, gives me about 529. So of course that's gonna be a little more skewed if you have more reps. I would say my max would be around 505 or so. So that's a great thing. I'm gonna go ahead and try that out next week. I'm gonna go ahead and max out. I haven't maxed out in the longest time because my back hasn't been up to it, but now my back is feeling pretty good and pretty on fleek, which is not a vocabulary I usually use, but it has been. So I'm pretty glad at how my training's been going on so far. I'm pretty stoked that I am going into my first competition, and now I can after that competition I can officially call myself a powerlifter and not a little wannabe guy. So like I said, if you guys have any suggestions down below where I can get my singlet, go ahead and put them down. Like I said, I want it to be nice, cheap. I'm not a big fan of logos, preferably a dark color and preferably not looking like Borat. Anyways, that's it. Train hard, train smart, guys. You're probably seeing right now, I went ahead and did some pistol squats. I did 135 for about 3 reps or so. Pretty hard to balance the bar really and balance on one foot. And then I went ahead and did a couple attempts at 185 just for funsies. Now I'm not a fan of